The tragic career decline of Buck Rogers star Gil Gerard is a story that highlights how quickly fame can rise and how painfully it can fade in Hollywood. In the late 1970s and early 1980s, Gil Gerard was a household name, best known for playing the charming, confident Captain William Buck Rogers in the hit science fiction television series Buck Rogers in the 25th Century. With his good looks, leading man charisma, and futuristic swagger, Gerard seemed destined for long-term stardom. But behind the success was a far more complicated reality that eventually led to one of television's most overlooked career downturns. When Buck Rogers premiered in 1979, it quickly became a pop culture phenomenon. Gerard's performance made him a sci-fi icon, earning him legions of fans and steady visibility in the entertainment industry. At the height of the show's popularity, he appeared on magazine covers, talk shows, and fan conventions, seemingly positioned for a smooth transition into film stardom. But as the series progressed, creative changes behind the scenes began to undermine its momentum. Ratings declined, storylines shifted, and tensions reportedly grew between cast members and producers. By the time the show was cancelled in 1981, Gerard's biggest platform had vanished almost overnight. What followed was a harsh reality many television stars face: typecasting. Casting directors struggled to see Gerard as anything other than Buck Rogers, and major film roles never materialized. While some of his contemporaries managed to reinvent themselves, Gerard found it increasingly difficult to break free from the sci-fi label. He continued working steadily, but mostly in guest roles, TV movies, and low-profile projects that failed to recapture his earlier success. Each new role felt like a step further away from the stardom he once enjoyed. Behind the scenes, Gerard also faced personal challenges. The pressures of fading fame, financial stress, and the emotional toll of being left behind by an industry he once dominated took their toll. Though he remained professional and gracious with fans, those close to him noted the frustration of knowing he had more to offer than the roles he was being given. Hollywood, however, had already moved on, as it so often does. In later years, Gil Gerard embraced fan conventions and interviews, where he reflected openly on his career with honesty and humility. Rather than bitterness, he showed gratitude for Buck Rogers and the fans who never forgot him. He acknowledged the highs and lows, offering a rare glimpse into the realities of television fame, how success can be fleeting, and how survival often requires resilience rather than reinvention. Gil Gerard passed away in 2023, leaving behind a legacy forever tied to one iconic role. While his career decline may be viewed as tragic, his impact on science fiction television remains undeniable. For an entire generation, he was Buck Rogers, the face of futuristic adventure, optimism, and escapism. His story serves as a sobering reminder of how unforgiving Hollywood can be, but also of how lasting a connection with audiences can remain, even long after the spotlight fades. In the end, Gil Gerard's career wasn't defined by how it declined, but by the moment he inspired millions to look toward the future with wonder. And for fans of Buck Rogers, that legacy will never disappear.